Hey guys, Mikas here for your live electronic music tutorials, episode 352 guys, and again, I'm doing something a little bit different. It is still electronic music by definition because I'm making it with a computer, of course. However, today is gonna be like a film score. I'm gonna go orchestral, a bit spacey, sci-fi thing. If you know me, you know I love doing those things. I like to pay tribute to Vangelis, Hans Zimmer, and the great people who score amazing film. I would say a great example would probably be Contact, the Michel Villeneuve film that was absolutely monumental. Of course, Blade Runner, one of my favorite of all time. Lately, Dunes, which is a little bit more acoustic. There's more instrument. I watched a documentary about it where they create their own instrument for this film, which is absolutely amazing. I will not be creating instrument. However, I'll use all the tools that I have in Logic Pro X to be able to create you like a really cool score. And of course, I will start with a string. So basically the string progression is inside of Logic Pro. So top tip guys, if you use Logic Pro X, go onto the right bar where the loops are, look for some strings, some progression and stuff. There's even expression into it. You can probably see it. You're gonna see it in the screen in a couple of minutes. So I loaded 2 parts. I'm gonna start building on it. So I'm not an extremely good composer as I'm still taking music lesson to learn the chord progression and everything, but what I do very well is to arrange, mix, engineer, and then sound design is really my specialty. So I'm taking basically my weakness, turn it into a strength, and then I use all of my other strength to build this track for you. And of course, there'll be templates in the link below for this template that is playing right now. So basically, that's it guys. I make that in front of your eyes and I make templates. You can get in the link below. And that's it. If you want to check, I have a lot of other episodes. There's going to be links in the comment below. You can check it out, guys. I make all types of music. I love making it. It's been over 3 years that I do this, or maybe 4 even now. And basically, I will keep on going until I hit 1,000 episodes, and then I will see. Probably on WhatsApp after 1,000, but I'll keep on going. So let's go, guys. So there's this cool chord progression. I listened to quite a lot of material inside of Logic, and I was like, finally, I found something that I felt was strong enough to start a project. So this. So let's have a look. There's something else there. This here. So we're talking about the velocity, or the velocity here is there. And then here's the modulation. So there's modulation that definitely changed the depth of the strings. I really don't know if the strings will be there in the later version of this. This is just for me. This is just for inspiration that I'm using this. So basically, I also loaded 2 different leads or 2 different chords to put in there. Let's listen to them in conjunction to this main strings here. Let's bring it here. So this. So if you want to look for this in Logic and not buy the template because maybe you just want to make this, you get less summer string lead. Of course, it will be included in the packs if you buy the templates and use another DAW. Alright, let's listen to the last one. So I would say that would be for maybe a later kind of phase something. So let's get started right away with this one here. So what I will do right away is use some synthesizer. Well, I definitely like these strings. However, I'm kind of more. I like electronic music. You know, I don't know if the expression that is in there will translate well as in the on the synthesizer. Yeah, it does. It does definitely change something. I'll start with a pad. I'm gonna go this one that was 8mm film sequence that I just missed here. So if I want to go a bit sci-fi, I think I will go in that direction. I will go into the MIDI right away. And I will delete the modulation. I'm supposed to be able to do this here. I could use it, but it's not really what we're looking for. I might also modify the MIDI here where so to me this comes in a bit early. So now it comes in a weird way, so let's replicate this. See, my ear with the tempo, my ear doesn't like this the way it enters here, so I'll change it slightly. So, not a big deal, but I know that when I'm going to put a beat, by the way, I know it's an orchestral score, but I know I'll put a beat in this one, like a little break, something. It's very slow, 64 BPM, so I might make it double time, but I think I'll keep it very... So let's listen to both. Not quite what I'm looking for this, so I'll mute it here. I think the first thing I will do is try to add a sub or bass line element here. I think I'm even already too low with this, but let's see what I can do. There's all those plugins here too that I don't necessarily want. So low that I cannot even hear the bass, so I'm gonna go up. So I have to look over my microphone to see the parts. Quite what I'm looking for. Well, I can do it. Start. I have to start somewhere. I'm gonna cut the top end almost completely. So what I can hear already, like pretty much immediately, is I would like some kind of a really spacey arpeggiated part, and and for that I will reuse the MIDI. However, I'm gonna cut the parts here. I might simplify it, but it look fine. Maybe the overlap here will not go so well with an arpeggiated sound. I think I will change the MIDI a little bit here. I'm not sure about this change here, but we can give it a try. I'm gonna go into Alchemy yet again and go into arpeggiated and try to find try to find some. I'm gonna go really out of the blue, just pick one and then play it. Because the BPM is very slow, so not quite. I think I'll speed up the ARP. Not right. No. That's very interesting. We'll go into with this the space theme. I think we're onto something here. So I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna make it larger. I do like this harp actually a lot now. Sure, if it is. You hear a bit of distortion. Not from here. Try to now we can start, of course, tweaking the elements here. I'll probably drop the cutoff on this. I'm actually tempted to already go into some kind of a deep piano lead, so I'm gonna go. When the inspiration strikes you, you have to strike it. I mean, you have to go with it. So right now I'm feeling it. I'm working on a lot of projects these days. It's quite busy, and I like it to make all different types of music, different types of projects, you know, with different people. Either it's for me, for you guys, for the tutorial, or for clients. And by the way, guys, if you're watching the story, you have to check out our music production services section on our site. I can make music live with you on the web. You can even come here to make music, so check it out, guys. Okay, so now we have this. I'm gonna change this instrument to the quick sampler here. I'm gonna go here. Oh, I don't even have a piano here. I'll try it different. Let's try something different a little bit. This with a lot of reverb. Very, very cool. Let's try if they have something else. I do like a lot this broken music box. I think that's gonna be it. So I'm gonna lower this a little bit to clear the space, or actually I'm just gonna try to filter it. To have it in the background, well, cutoff is pretty much 0 already. So I'm just gonna put it in the background. and have this music box here. It's a bit crunchy. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I think my CPU is running hot a little bit. I think we're good here. Let's record. I think what I needed. I mean, it's just laying down the ideas. Doesn't mean it will be all the way through the tracks. So it's basically putting down the ideas is the idea. Probably add a note a little bit later, but I just want to lay this down. So let's bring the strings in there. Add the verb to those strings here. Definitely more dimension here. Let's bring back the arp here. I like the kind of the effect of all of that together. I mean, we're obviously at the height of the track, right? So what I am making first is what would be the final kind of product, like the final track, like the let's say the biggest moment in the track. So I keep on adding, and when I feel I really reach like this kind of peak, then I'm like, okay, now we're good. So I think we have some great elements in there. I think I will need some kind of a leady, kind of a piano kind of thing still for some parts. Now I'm feeling it would be great to add like a brass, like a chunky brass, like a growl kind of something. It's nice, it's spacey. However, it could be more extraordinary, I would say. And to do that, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna reset this completely. I'm gonna go into the synth, I'm gonna do brass. There's like a super villain brass or something. Let's hear what does it have to say. I don't think I'm even too low. I could use it as a layer. It's at the same keys as the bass. So we had some chunkiness, I would say. So that said, I think we're ready for a little bit of a rolling beat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a beat from scratch. I'm just gonna go into the loop here and take a break. I'm gonna lower this volume here because I think it's gonna go a bit crazy. So I'm selecting a breakbeat that is pre-made. Save some time. That sounds That sounds a lot like BT, Brian Transeau, from a long time ago, to my point of view at least. So let's see if we can put the break at the top here and see how we're gonna put it into this track. And of course the one that I choose is in MIDI. So what's happening is I can really easily alter and change every part. So yes, it is, I mean, it's not a loop, it's pretty much a pre-made. Oh my God, it's a little bit complex too. And it's gonna be slow, of course, because we are at 64 BPM. I cannot say I like it so much. Let's try. Usually the first one is kind of the reference one. I mean, it doesn't blow my mind, but of course, when I'm gonna finish the templates for you guys, I will divide the drum elements and I will write it completely, make the programming of the drums, so you guys get some super high value in the template. That's gonna be really good. You guys know that already. There's some different drum kits I can use here. Oh, however, I cannot really select. Nothing to see here. I don't like this thing here, that's for sure, so I'll remove it. It's very hard to have control over drums when you don't write them and mix them yourself. So now we have a drum beat, however, I'm not super keen on it, but let's put a compressor on it, let it sit there and keep on building. No? Weirdly, it doesn't trigger the compressor. So we're gonna add this here and have it running. And I think now I'd like to calm it down a little bit. So I'm gonna take off a lot of the elements. So let's explore a little bit this key progression here, which I most likely will not use a violin. Let's see what it sounds like with, let's say, some Alchemy first. I'm gonna go keys, I'm gonna go bells. maybe some organy kind of. Not quite. This is distorting with because of this. Ooh, I like that a lot. Need a little bit of our special sauce reverb here. I think I will add the break behind it to hear what would be like, let's say, a main part with this. I will definitely have to redo this break. Okay, I will do something because I'm kind of critical about those things, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna drop a drum machine designer. I'm gonna probably take like a basic kit, like a 909 to get started. TR. This one here. I'm gonna drop the MIDI of our beats just in the main window, so that I will not trigger notes. So it was just to hear the difference between what we had and what we could have. Like, of course, I will have to divide it into different parts, but this is absolutely nothing. I would not call this a success, guys. Somehow the notes it trigger is too narrow. It doesn't trigger the right notes. So I will have to do the breaks a little bit later, because if I do this with you guys, it will take quite a long time. And I don't want that. I could just drop all of that into kicks and make something really weird like this. It's not bad. So basically, I'll make the drums later, a little bit later. But I do like this sound a lot already. So let's try to work a little bit deeper. Let's get started onto the track. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna replicate it to have for about a 4-minute track, which will be the template. Maybe about that, 4 minutes here. So of course we're not gonna start the whole song with this, so I'm gonna start with you guys as we go. And I would start, let's say, the intro simply with just like a single note kind of chord that I will evolve into something. So I do like this actually a lot. I think I would take, to create movement, I would take the second chord here and put it into to progress, not to have something stagnate. I mean, it has to start very slow, I think. So and after that I would go with a bass, which is here, not quite super dry bass like this one. So this here and this here, good, and then we're gonna go introduce the bass. So the key change is not enormous, as you can hear. It does change something. I think I would like to add already some ambience, some depth, you know, that you can create, I think, fairly easily with the chord, so I'm going to take the high note here. I'm going to go into Alchemy. I'm going to remove this filter here and go into soundscape and you know, take aquatic. No, we're not really aquatic, we're more in space. Can we go into space? R, sci-fi communication? I'm not sure. Not quite. So my idea is to always captivate the listener, not with having a lot of element, but always have something intriguing, some presence. I think the first one was good. There's a bit kind of a vocal tone to it. It's nice. There's also a nice stereo kind of thing going on. Listening to those chord change, you know, I think I'll just keep it in a single note. I think I would even merge those two and these two, and actually merge the note to a single note, so we have continuity. Because somehow when it triggers again, it doesn't quite give the feeling that I want. I think here it would be nice to have our music box coming in a little bit. So I will repeat these parts here, put them together, it's going to be easier. Oops, sorry guys, I push on save. It's my old habit to always have to save project now. It's auto-save like quite frequently, but I still have this weird reflex. I'm gonna start super slow, just like this, and we will bring the track up. And guys, this is gonna be it for episodes. That's not it. So I'm gonna keep on working on this track, of course, but that's it for this tutorials, guys. I want to keep them shorter, so you guys can see what's happening, get a good idea, and then of course you go in the link below to get the template of the finished track that you already heard at the start of this tutorial, and you can learn, you can understand. And of course I have a lot more tutorials, and we have over 7,000 templates on our site. We make dance music. You have to check it out, guys, in the link below. It's not only dance music, it's just about everything. So guys, until next time, may the sounds be with you.